All right, welcome to Week 7 predictions. I'm Jake Berry here with Rob Vela and Kevin Nutto. We're about to go over the predictions for Week 7. Last week I beat everybody mercifully. It was very merciful last week. But yeah, I think I was pretty much almost 100%, minus the Weslaco East game. So, but we don't count scores. We just do this for fun. Rob, bring us home. What do we have right now?
All right, we're going to start with District 32 6A. We're going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to go through the districts rather than through the days. So if you'll just bear with us, we're going to start with 32 6A. I'm going to throw out picks. Not too familiar with the Brownsville schools, but you know, beating these two guys is probably not that hard. So here we go. District 32 6A. Brownsville Rivera versus San Benito. That's Friday at 7:30.
I'm going to go with San Benito in this one. Their schedule gets a little bit lighter. They started out with a pretty tough schedule with, Los Fresnos, Weslaco East. Again, San Benito is the #1 team in the Valley, have been for about a month now. Rivera had a rough one this past Saturday against Harlingen, but I'm going to go with the Greyhounds at home in this one.
I'm going with Rivera. No, I'm going to go with San Benito. If you go against San Benito in any game this year, there's something wrong with you. You have to go with San Benito in this one. Rivera lost their quarterback last week, and so they're on a backup quarterback, so I go with San Benito.
Yeah, I'm going with San Benito also. They really want their helmet back, so if you took it, return it. It's not nice. Next one, Harlingen South versus Brownsville Hanna.
The Hawks finally crept into my power rankings this week, and I said it was only a matter of time before they do that. Jake and I have been talking about what Coach Brian Ritchie had been doing over at Harlingen South. Hanna's a pretty tough squad. They've always had, they've had a tough defense the past couple of years, but I'm going to go with Harlingen South in this one.
What do you got, Jake?
Oh, me. Harlingen South, look, they were down 14-0 last week to Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos, one of the better teams in the Valley, did not play with Mata at quarterback, but Harlingen South nevertheless came back and beat them in the second half. This is a great team. I think that if you don't pick them, hello, Caleb. Thanks for watching. There's something wrong with you too on this one. So Harlingen South on this one. Hanna, though, did play well against Weslaco, held them to, it was 0-0 for a long time. Weslaco won 21-0, but it was mostly defense in that game that won it for Weslaco. So I'm going to go with Harlingen South, though.
Yeah, I'm going with Harlingen South also. Quick and easy. Next one, Los Fresnos versus Weslaco East.
Jake, we're only in week 3 of district play, and I think this game is a really Los Fresnos is really at a crossroads. They lost their first 2 district games, and in 32-6A.
The cops are coming. You better pick this one right.
Los Fresnos is 0-2 in district, and that's a red flag for me. They got off to a good start in the season. Weslaco East is 1-1 in district play as well. Neither of these teams can really afford a loss. If you're Los Fresnos, it would be more costly because then you'd fall to 0-3, and you still have to face a Harlingen, a Weslaco, and that's extremely tough. Los Fresnos is going to be playing for their season in this one, but I'm going to go with Weslaco East. I think they're too good of a club, especially on defense. And both these teams are coming off losses, but I'm going to go with the Wildcats at home in this one.
Look, Los Fresnos played some tough ones. So like, when you talk about losses, it's very hard to pick this game because Los Fresnos lost against San Benito, and they were up in that game. They were up in the Harlingen game. Will East bounced back from their loss, and the last time they played Economies and lost, they came back with a bounce-back game against Weslaco. So I'm going to go with East in this game because I think this is their bounce-back game. But I wouldn't be surprised, Los Fresnos, if they had, I believe, 4 guys out the last game, including Mark Mata. If all 4 are there, this is a closer game than what people are giving it. But I'm going to go with Weslaco East in this game just for the sheer fact that they did really well the last time.
All right, I'm going Weslaco East by 10.
Fun fact for Weslaco East, every team they played this year was in the playoffs last year. So you talk about being battle-tested, the Wildcats are most certainly tested.
All right, staying with Weslaco, we got Weslaco versus Harlingen High, and that's in Harlingen.
This is one of the biggest games in the Valley as far as the big schools is concerned. Right now, Harlingen is rolling. They got Leo Tienda back, and if you follow Jake and I, you know that we've always said if Leo Tienda is healthy, Harlingen can be right up there with San Benito, maybe even a little bit better than San Benito. Westlaco's defense is the big key in this one. They've been rolling. They pitched a shutout last week against Brownsville Hannah. Much like the game before, this one's extremely hard to pick, but I'm going to go with Harlingen at home in this one. I believe they won last year as well, right, against Westlaco. So I'm going to go with Harlingen. It's going to be close. The defenses are going to play a major factor in this ballgame, but I think Leo Tienda is going to be the difference maker. Cardinals.
I was at the Harlingen game on Saturday, and I got to see the highlights for Westlaco and Hannah, or I was watching the film on it, actually. Westlaco's offense isn't really clicking. The slot T, the nasty T as people call it, just isn't doing what it used to do. And so, therefore, I don't know what to say about this game. I mean, Harlingen dominated Brownsville-Rivetta, but nevertheless it was Brownsville-Rivetta. But they beat Harlingen South the first week of district, so I have to give the advantage to Harlingen in this game just because their offense is clicking better. Their defense is good. So I still think it's going to be a very low-scoring game. I think you're looking at 10-7, 7-3. I think you're looking at that kind of maybe 14-10, somewhere in that range. But I give the edge to Harlingen in this game, and we'll get to your comments in just a minute as we go, too.
Yeah, I'm going with Harlingen also. Coach Matty Gomez, he's always got stuff on ready to go, so I'm going with Harlingen. Can we tell?
Wait, who said? I'm just curious. For Dante Zuniga, did somebody here say San Benito was better than Harlingen, or Harlingen was better than San Benito?
I said they could be.
Oh,
they could be with a healthy.
Dante, you're right. I thought somebody here is like on something.
No, I said they could be.
Oh.
Right now, San Benito is the number one team, no doubt. But I said if Leo Tienda is fully healthy and that team is rolling, they could just be. They were the number one team coming into the season. So and San Benito wasn't the number one preseason team.
Yeah, but so was Edinburgh North. Sorry, we have
no,
we have
they weren't.
Anthony Salinas from KO Car Wash here. But both of you guys went to Edinburgh North. But everybody had Edinburgh North, going to winning district. So just because Harlingen was the favorite doesn't make it so. I mean, I have Economides winning the district. So
but I mean, again, like I said, coming in, everybody would agree that Harlingen was the number one team. And again, if Tienda is healthy and if that team gets rolling, like I said, if you read the power rankings, I said a mammoth battle of the Arroyo is, if the stars align, it'll take place and it'll happen.
all right, thank you for watching, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, what's up next?
I just wanted to tell our producer over there not to zoom in on me because I didn't shave. So please, this stuff is not going well. I saw it on the monitors when they zoomed in on you a while ago.
Yeah, looking good.
You are,
Yeah.
not me.
All right.
All right, next district, we got 32-5A, Donna North versus Brownsville Porter.
Kevin?
What's Donna North, Brownsville Porter? Has Porter won a game yet this year? I think they're still winless. And I know Donna North won a couple games this year. I think Donna North, this is the game they get their first district win. Dominic Castillo, I'm looking for him to have a big game. It's on the road. It's at Sam Stadium, but I'm going to go with Donna North.
Okay, I'm going to go with Donna North also. Something good's going to happen in Donna. Donna North, you need to bring it home because the only thing people are looking forward to right now in Donna is the elections. I'm going to go with Donna North over there.
Yeah, that's going to be a sweep with Donna North between us three. Next one, we got Brownsville Pace versus the Mercedes Tigers.
All right, Mercedes stunk it up in non-district, and they were a great team. I thought they were one of the best teams in the Valley coming into the season. They look like they're clicking on all cylinders. 2-0 in district, and they didn't play cupcakes. They played Donna the first game. Donna, is always Donna, and then they played Brownsville Vets and beat them in a turnover fest. So I'm going to give the edge in this game to Mercedes, and I think it's going to be another big game for them. They go to 3-0 in district.
Keep in mind, you picked Brownsville Veterans to win that district, and Mercedes, they beat them last week, so that's pretty telling for Mercedes. Just in a blink of an eye, as quickly as they win 0-4 in non-district, they're now 2-0 in district play, and this can be what people call a trap game for Mercedes. They have to be very careful because they have Ed Couch next week. So knowing Coach Adame, he's going to have those boys ready for Pace. Pace is a tough team, but I like Mercedes in this one to kind of keep that train rolling, and then we'll get to that big one next week. But I'm going to go with Mercedes.
Thank you for watching, Mario. Thank you for watching us, Mercedes. Great team.
You know, I'm going to go with Mercedes, very near and dear to my heart because of a guy named Pete Vela. So I think Mercedes, and I'm looking forward to that Mercedes Ed Cal Chelsea game next week. Next one on the list, we got Brownsville Vets against Ed Cal Chelsea.
This one's going to be very interesting as well, and this is kind of where the rubber meets the road for Brownsville veterans because you already lost to Mercedes, and you're kind of put in the backseat of that district. And if you lose to Ed Cal, you're most definitely going to be in that backseat of that district. This one should be a lot of fun. It's at the Black Hole, but I'd like too much Ed Couch in this one. When I saw them a couple weeks ago, they can run, they can pass, they can do just about everything on offense. Marco Aguinaga and the Jackets at home.
Okay, if I was going to pick an upset game, this would be it because Brownsville Vets, they're stinging off a bad loss to Mercedes. I mean, some kind of costly turnovers. There was, by the way, one sweet turnover where the running back gets popped, ball flips up in the air, and Mercedes,
Ivan Vela?
yeah, scoops it up and right out of midair, and then another one where he ran it back for a touchdown. Brownsville Vets lost a really bad one to Mercedes. And Ed Cal Chelsea, I don't want to say they're looking forward or looking ahead to that game against Mercedes, but this might be that hiccup game that you don't want to mess around with if you're Ed Cal Chelsea. I'm going with Ed Cal Chelsea because it's at home, but this could be that game. When we're talking about an upset game of the week, this would be it.
All right, yeah, I'm going with, I don't need to tell you about Ed Cal Chelsea, but I'm going with the Jackets and their superior sound system that they have
Absolutely.
on that trailer that just almost blew me away when Vela played there a couple weeks ago. So
both Mercedes and Ed Couch are in that situation where you don't want to overlook this week's opponent.
Right. All right, finishing up the district, we got Donna High versus Brownsville Lopez.
I'm gonna take this one. All right, Coach Starkey done a great job at Brownsville Lopez. This is one of those games. You want to make the playoffs if you're Brownsville Lopez. This is one of those games that you have to have because this is one of those marquee games. Even though Donna High is not at full, they haven't been as impactful as they have in the past. I still give the edge in this game to Donna North because they've got the name, they've got the prestige and stuff like that. And so for Brownsville Lopez, they've got to beat the prestige. Maybe not the players so much as getting their kids mentally psyched up. I think Brownsville Lopez wins this game, but we're talking about another upset. Donna, I mean, I don't know if we've ever really said Donna over Lopez would be an upset, but I think this would be that upset also, in this district because Donna beating them would be something. But I still give the edge to Lopez. Coach Starkey's done a great job over there in inspiring those kids and turning them around.
Yeah, they're 4-1 on the year and they're unbeaten in district and they're really that feel-good team of this year. I think Jake and I had said that they were going to be the Porter of this year, and I'm going to go with Lopez in this one at home. Their defense is playing really good. They're playing physical. They're creating turnovers. So I'm going to go with Brownsville Lopez in this one.
And going to Brownsville on a Saturday night is kind of going to throw everything off. I did go to school with somebody who has an offensive lineman for Donna. So I'm going to go with her and her son and go Donna. I'm going to call it an upset on Saturday night in Brownsville at Sam Stadium.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right, moving on to 31-6A. First off, we got Edinburgh North versus PSJ North.
Why does this make you so happy every time we get to Edinburgh North?
I just like to see you sweat here.
I'm not sweating. I am calm. And I'm going with the black and silver in this one because their defense is only allowing 6 points per game. And I hope I don't jinx Littleton and Kaufman, but they have yet to allow double-digit points against an offense this year. That'd be a pretty cool streak if we could keep it going, but I'm going to have to go with PSJ North.
All right. That Terry up inside?
No,
Okay.
did not.
All right. Yeah, and by the way, Kevin did a story on PSJ North. If you haven't seen it, it's on the website. It's about their defense. But go online, watch it, 956sports.com. I'm going to go with the Raiders also in this one because consistently they've been able to put points on the board, and also the defense is creating offense. So I go with the Raiders just for that sheer fact. Edinburgh North looked really good against PSG Southwest. Whether or not, though, against PSG Southwest, they had a couple big plays that kind of broke that game open, but PSG Southwest was there most of the game. So I give an edge to the Raiders.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but Kevin and Anthony and I also went to Edinburgh North.
Yeah, so it's 3
So
on
it's
1.
3.
Yeah,
I was a first graduating class, so
Yeah. I don't know if we could say that you're on that.
Oh, I'm not scared. First graduating class, look it up.
The year I was born.
Oh, God. So, all right. Let's move on.
Just so you know, I was a Bobcat also, but about 1,000 miles away, 1,200, 1,300 miles
We're
away.
in North Dakota?
South Dakota, yeah.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
North there and south?
yeah. Most of our guys were over 6 foot. You're over 6 foot, but yeah.
All right. This game I'm going PSG North. So, sorry, Kevin.
That's
Anthony,
fine.
sorry.
I picked the Raiders too.
All right, second one on the district ticket is PSJ High versus Johnny Economides High School.
All right. I'm gonna. I have to go with my boys, Economides. If I didn't go with them, they'd be heartbroken. So I'm gonna go with Economides because they love me, I love them, and I'll go with them. They don't question my integrity. Go ahead, Kevin.
Trevor Hardle is having a big year for PSG, but too much economies in this one. They bounced back in a good way last week. They're at home. Their defense is starting to shape back up. Just a little bit too many weapons for economies at home. I'm going to pick them to win this game.
Yeah, this one my brother is a assistant principal at PSJ High, and my good friend Dr. Anthony Garza is a principal at Economides. But I'm going to go with the Economides Jags to win this game. Should be a good one. That's tomorrow, by the way.
Yep. And look, let's get a couple things straight. PSG, if they come out blazing, firing like they had been against Harlingen South, Harlingen South was one of their marquee games. Economides will have to do something because they've had some injury problems and they didn't look very good against Edinburgh. Last week, they had a makeup game against who was it, PSG Memorial, so they got to run their offense. This is a different game, so we'll find out if Economides has bounced back truly.
You want to get them out of their element. Is that's what the Bobcats did 2 weeks ago? So if PSG can get them out of their element, force them to throw the football, the Bears got a shot on this one.
All right, next one, Friday, we got Edinburgh Vela going to PSG Southwest. Is that correct? Friday?
Yeah.
I thought it was tomorrow.
No, economies is tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
So Vela versus PSG. Who wants to take it first?
I'll take this one first. Edinburgh Vela, they're going to continue to roll. I was at the football game last Friday night, and you talk about setting the tone. Well, actually, we were at that game.
Can you call it a football game?
Yeah, we can call it a football game. They
Right.
threw the ball. They played on a football field. But anyways, Rob, you can testify to this. The way Edinburgh Vela came out in that game was just astronomical. I couldn't really find a word to describe how they did it. But in the way they did it, kind of saying, we're still the team to beat in this district, and we're still the number one team in Edinburgh. So Edinburgh Vela.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go. Vela in this one. PSG Southwest playing good. They almost, had a chance of coming back in that Edinburgh North game. Edinburgh North was a little bit too much. I think Vela's even tougher, so I'm going to go with Edinburgh Vela.
And I'm going to abstain from this one for reasons. But I do have to say, Christian Flores really turned it up.
Mm-hmm.
He really showed up that game, and he's obviously Rene Flores' son, who played with Edinburgh North before you were born. You don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But Rene Flores was an outstanding running back for Edinburgh North in 1993. And he's obviously taken after his father.
Yeah.
So he's doing real well. And I do know that Christian is working out a lot with Jamar Taylor, and Jamar's had an impact on Valley Athletes. So that's a good thing. It's just exciting to watch. Anyway, we'll move on because I said I was going to abstain from that one. The last one for the district is PSG Memorial versus Edinburgh High, and that's also Friday.
I'll take this one first. Edinburgh is going to win this game, but I had heard earlier in the year that this was the game that PSG Memorial was looking at, like this was their win. So Edinburgh is a lot better than what people thought they were. I think they get this win right here. They win this game, they're 2 games away from the playoffs, which is something we haven't been able to say in a while. So they got to come through on this game.
Yeah, I'm going with Edinburgh High in this one also. It's going to be a good game, but I think Edinburgh High pulls it out.
Yeah, Jake, you hit the nail right on the head with the Bobcats. Winning if they can get their second win in district play, Coming into this season, Rob, we said if EHS is going to make the playoffs, they would have to steal one against the Edinburghs. They already did against Economides, and then they would have to sweep the rest of the FARs and then beat the other Edinburghs, and that puts you at 4-2. So I like the Bobcats in this one. They're at home, and I think their defense responds in a big way.
Hi, I'm back again. Just speaking to the owner of the Grindstone. If you haven't been here, by the way, we're filming at the Grindstone in Edinburgh. It's a co-working place, so if you're into tech, even if you're not into tech, but you just want to learn about it, swing by the Grindstone in Edinburgh. You can go on to grindstone.co, thegrindstone.co, and get more information. But moving on, I think did we all pick Edinburgh?
Yes.
Okay, we all picked Edinburgh.
All right, so moving on to District 31 5A, starting off with Mission Vets versus Laredo Nixon.
This is the biggest game out of the Valley. Two of the top teams in that district are going to square up, and it's been a while since we were waiting for Mission Vets to take on Nixon. And of course, Nixon is a lot better than all of us thought here in the Valley. Mission Vets is coming off a tough loss against Pioneer. This is a tough one to pick. I'm going to pick Mission Vets in this one. A late touchdown on the road to kind of get things back going for the Patriots. It's in Laredo too, by the way.
And real quick, I'm only going to do this because there's people online talking about this right now. Yes, the kicker from PSA can kick. Okay, he can kick. Yes, I got to see the film on that one. Kid's got a boot on him. They're going to need it this week against the Economides. But you know what? Who knows? It might come down to a field goal. Anyways, Mission Vets versus Laredo Nixon. It's going to come down to who can impose their will. Last week, Mission Vets struggled with that. I don't know if that's going to happen this week. I'm never going to pick against Laredo, or never going to pick Laredo Nixon anyway, so I'm going to go Mission Vets.
Yeah, I'm going with Mission Vets also on this one. Anything else you guys want to add to that one?
Go Gilpins.
There you go.
It's the Gilpins. All right.
All right, Rio Grande City versus Pioneer. That's Friday also.
All right, I'll take this one first because I was talking with Clay Williams before today, and he really wanted to go live from this game, but Pioneer, if they win this game, will have a matchup with Sherryland next week, and that's even probably a more compelling game. But Rio playing very well in that district, playing Pioneer, playing very well. It's going to come down to defense, but not really. I think it's going to come down to offense. Whoever's offense takes off in this game will win this game. I think Pioneer's offense is better at this point, so I'm going to go Pioneer. But Rio's defense, top notch.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pioneer as well in this one. Greg Sauber and I were at the game last Thursday, and well, last week Jake and I were talking about when is that signature win going to come for Pioneer, and it came last week against Mission Vets, and I know Jake, you and Greg touched on that in the show. Pioneer answered in a big way. Their defense stepped up. Their offense made plays when they needed to. If they can sharpen up that third quarter, what they struggled in last week against Mission Vets offensively, I think they'll be fine. So they're going to look to complete 4 full quarters of play on offense. Rio, though, you're right, Jake. Their defense is really good. I believe they're ranked 2nd or 3rd in total defense. This will be a big test for the skills players for Pioneer, because I know the secondary from Rio is really good and talented. So that's going to be the matchup you guys are going to want to keep an eye on. It's going to be Alec Garcia going up against that secondary and Will Proctor as well. They got a lot of speed over at Pioneer, but I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Rio Grande City in this one.
Really?
Yeah, I really like the quarterback from Rio Grande City. Jason, is it Jason Perez? What's his name?
I don't know. He has numbers on his chest. I can't remember. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's a good kid, and I think that Rio Grande City pulls it out. Next one, we got Sherryland versus Laredo Figueroa.
All right, real quick, Sherryland.
The Rattlers, yeah. Their offense, 40-plus points in 3 straight games. They're going to continue to do that.
Okay, yeah, I got Sherryland also. Next one, to finish off the district, Valley View versus the Roma Gladiators.
Roma gets their win, their needed win in this game, and I think that's going to be very telling. I think their offense might come alive in this game.
Yeah, Gladiators, this is the week they get their first win. It's been tough sledding for them. They've been riddled by the injury bug and a couple of tough teams they fell to, but Roma at home is who I'm going to pick.
Yeah, the long trek to Roma, Friday night. I'll take Roma also. Starting with District 36A, these get interesting. We got tomorrow night La Jolla Palmview versus McAllen Road.
Okay, Rowe, undefeated right now. Strength of schedule maybe not be where everybody thinks it should be. I got Rowe in this game. I think that they come alive. Even though Palmview got a win last week against Waters Lincoln, I think that their offense, playing Gruya last week, probably helped them out a little bit. But I think their offense and their defense, who has played really well all year, I think they still play well.
Yeah, Palmview's offense is starting to click as of late with Joel Pena back at running back. But I'm going to go with Coach Flores and the Rowe Warriors to continue that unbeaten streak.
Yep, I'm with you. Rowe continues to be undefeated. What a season for
Bobby
first year.
Flores,
Yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, I'll go in with the Warriors. I hope to be out there tomorrow taking some pictures and updating via Twitter. Are you going tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I'll be at PSG North Carolina.
Okay. Oh, of course.
Thursday, yeah,
Of course.
Thursday, yeah. Well, I haven't seen the Raiders.
Yeah.
I need to see the Raiders.
Okay,
You gonna be anywhere tomorrow?
I would probably be at this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. We buy me like a soda or something.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Next one, we got McAllen High versus McAllen Memorial.
Okay. I was at the La Jolla game last week versus Mac High. Mac High looked really good with Gunnar Henderson, scored 2. Missed an extra point, and that's what cost them the game. La Jolla came back to beat them in the fourth quarter, 14-13. Memorial is different. You're going to have to score a ton of points to compete with them. McAllen Memorial, and it might it's going to be a very tough game for Mac High, I think, in this game because it's a rivalry, and it might stay close for a while, but Memorial will open the floodgates.
Yeah, I'm going to go with McAllen Memorial as well. They'll also stay unbeaten in district play. Just too many weapons on the ground.
Yeah, gotta go with Memorial also. It's my wife's
Alma mater?
Yeah, she would probably, stab me in the foot if I picked Mac High.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the highlights for the plays of the week, you have to go online and watch them. The McDonald's plays of the week. I believe number 1 is McAllen Memorial. It's a sweet touchdown pass of all things too from Memorial, and caps in the end zone. Okay, what do we got left?
The last one for the district is Mission High versus Juarez Lincoln.
I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one. I think they're going to get their first district win on the road at Juarez Lincoln. It's going to be one of those tough, grinded out games, but I'm going to go with Mission High.
See, I think everybody was kind of hoping Coy was going to come in and be the savior, but you have to remember he's not the QB anymore. I think Juarez Lincoln gets their first win of district. They need this one. They're all juniors pretty much. I think they come back and win this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Mission High.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yep,
You said
yep.
yep, and then you said win. Okay.
Yep, just trying to throw you off a little bit there. All right, so District 16-4A, we got Rio Hondo versus Port Isabel.
Go ahead.
I go with the Stumballs. All right, Port Isabel in this game. It's going to be a close one. I think you're talking about one score, but I go with PI in this game.
Yeah, I'm going with PI.
Yeah, I'm planning at being at this football game, and if it's not Weslaco and Harlingen, this is the game of the week across the valley. Giving some love to the 4As. Port Isabel at home. Omar Silva is having a great year at the running back position, as well as that defense too.
All right, West Oso versus Raymondville.
This is not your typical West Oso team. West Oso is known for their basketball team, but they're actually good this year at football. I still give Raymondville fighters chance in this one. I actually think they pull a close victory, but it's going to be a close game, but I think they get the victory.
Yeah, I'm going Raymondville on this one.
Yeah.
Bearcats.
So,
Clean sweep.
All right.
all right, Orange Grove versus Progresso.
Hey, Progresso got their first win of the week or the year last week against Santa Maria. Let's keep that going. I'm going to go Progresso again. They won in the battle of 281 last week.
The days of Hondo Harris are long gone for Orange Grove. Not back in the day, but a couple of years ago, not too long ago. But Red Ants, Progresso in this one. Red Ants.
Is that what they do?
Oh, we just
So those
made
are the
yeah.
antennas or
Well,
what?
yeah, well, my uncle used to teach at Progresso, and he used to do this here.
All right. Yeah, I'll go with Progresso too. Moving on, Hidalgo versus Kingsville King.
All right, Kingsville King isn't Kingsville that we are come to be accustomed to. I'm going to go with Hidalgo in this game. I think they finally get their second win of the season, and I think they pull the victory. I'm not going to say upset, victory in this one.
Pirates.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, go with Pirates, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
me
with Pirates,
too.
yeah.
Me too. All right, La Feria versus Zapata.
Going all the way out west to Zapata County, Lafayette's got a long way to go on that bus ride, but I think they're going to get a lot of weapons with Leja, wide receiver. I'm going to go with the Lions on the road.
Falfurrias isn't, or sorry, we're
Excuse me,
not
Brandon
Falfurrias.
Bettis. Excuse me.
Zapata isn't the normal Zapata running team that we've seen in the past. They just they don't have it this year like they have in the past. I go with La Feria in this game.
I got La Feria too. Starting with District 16 3A, we got Corpus Christi London versus Monte Alto.
All right, Monte Alto. I'm going to go with them in this one. London's not the same London team that sometimes some years they're loaded.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Homer pick. I'm going to go with Monte Alto.
Same here. 16 3A, Lyford versus Fowl.
Fowl's got Coach Sines from Valley View as the DC, I believe there. But I'm going to go with Lyford.
Is he the head coach?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Lyford on the road in this one.
Lyford it is. Santa Rosa versus San Diego.
You know what San Diego stands for, right? Wales. No, you have to watch the movie. I won't say it on this. But Santa Rosa, I go Santa Rosa on this one.
Santa Rosa.
Yep, Santa Rosa, I got that too. Bishop versus Santa Gertrudis.
Why do we have this one?
Bishop.
They're not from here.
Well, where's?
Yeah, I don't know what's on here.
Yeah, nix that one.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
La Villa versus Ben Bolt.
Ooh, Ben Bolt's not as tough as they have been in the past, but they're still pretty tough. But I go with La Villa.
Lavia.
Yeah, La Villa. Ben Bolt's that little city you pass, right? Going up north,
Yeah.
San Antonio on the
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
little stadium.
Yep, you go right over it now.
Yeah.
The expressway.
Oh, really?
And that's it for us this week too.
Yeah. Or we can do volleyball. No,
Yeah.
that's gonna be.
Joey would
Yeah.
like that. Joey would like that.
Yeah. But no, that's it for our picks. If there's something else that you'd like for us to pick, feel free to sponsor it. But for the most part, thank you for watching. It's going to be interesting. Go to the games this weekend. Get your tickets. Harlan versus Weslaco, big game. Rio Hondo versus PI, big game. There's some big games this week. Stuff that not normally a rivalry, but Harlan versus Weslaco is always close. We'll find out if it's close this week.
Yeah. Two of the better coaches in the valley that are up there on the all career wins list. Jake, tell the folks about the fan zone. You know how they can get involved with sending pictures and stuff like that.
If you're at a game, we have the fan zone. You go onto our website, hit submit, but you can actually send pictures, videos, galleries, information. If you have an event for, say, a basketball tournament, go on there, submit the information. It goes onto the website into our fan zone. A lot of times that we're a little bit too busy to do stuff. You can actually submit the information yourself, and it goes right on the website. And it's on the fan zone on 956sports.com. But that's it for us. For Kevin Otto, Rob Vela, this is Jake Berry, and